Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the December 16th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with a serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. We'll begin with a little time for myself. I will just take a minute to look this over. The question of the day is, how does detachment free me to experience love? This is a very cool passage. It starts off by the person explaining that they feared that their loved ones wouldn't understand how much this person loved them, and it turned out that this person did experience that with someone in their family. And what helped them was to apply the 12 steps and be aware that it's very common for people involved with alcoholism or substance abuse to struggle with feeling loved. In Al-Anon, we focus on ourselves, and this person is saying when they began focusing on themselves, this feeling that her alcoholic loved ones had about not feeling loved got even stronger. But this person found relief in detaching with love. Today's reminder that when we get concerned about other people's feelings, especially the alcoholics in our lives, we can go to a meeting, talk to an Al-Anon friend, pray, and meditate. And the quote is from Al-Anon, A Day at a Time, talking about detachment. Through detachment, we learn to accept and love ourselves, and when we do that, it's much easier to accept and love others. So how does detachment free me to experience love? When I detach with love, I'm able to accept and love unconditionally I'm able to separate the nonsense and the challenges from the beautiful soul of the person that I love. And that goes with my family, friends, complete strangers, people that I just bump into every now and then. Detachment is an amazing concept that I learned in Al-Anon. And for me, detachment is impossible without detachment with love. That part is the most important part for me because it frees me to not feel guilty about taking care of myself. And it also, I guess that's the biggest thing. What I was going to say, but it's not really related, is that somehow it helps me remember that I'm giving people dignity to live their lives on their terms when I'm just accepting them as they are. And detaching from whatever I've determined in my mind is not right or should be different. So detachment with love is a gigantic concept that has improved my life, right along with humility. Humility, detachment with love. Another one would be boundaries. That's how big detachment is for me. Detachment's right up there, like the big three. So how about you? How does detachment free you to experience love? Moving on. December 16th. I will just, oh, this has a tab. I'm going to take a minute to look this over. Oh, I love this page. Oh, hallelujah. This page is amazing. So it starts off by talking about how many of us learn in Al-Anon that we have certain responsibilities, but we're not responsible for everything that we once thought we were. And some of the things that we do not have to do is we don't have to, everything doesn't have to make sense to us. Now, I'm paraphrasing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So everything doesn't have to make sense to us. We don't have to hide our feelings. We don't have to worry about the future. We don't have to toil about the past. We don't have to, I don't know how to paraphrase this. We don't have to feel alone. We don't have to take responsibility for other people's decisions, and we don't have to give up our hopes for the future. So how beautiful. See, I like to phrase things in positive ways. That's how I can paraphrase it, is I can change it. I can take what I like and leave the rest. I can express my feelings. I can feel hopeful about the future. I can let go of the past. I can feel connected and loved and part of a fellowship. I can take responsibility for myself and give others dignity to live their own lives. I can hope. I can have hopes and dreams. Yeah, I like that much better. I like to, maybe that's from my teaching days. We're always trained to speak in the positive. Like we talk about what we do want, not what we don't want. We don't speak in negatives. We always speak in positives. So maybe that's why my brain is trained that way. But what a fantastic page. It's just a great reminder, especially this time of year. What are we really responsible for? It's a lot less. Ah, what a relief. But I've got to say, the things I'm responsible for, that takes up all my time. That's a full-time job. Understanding everything that that this is a lot. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's all good. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Excuse me, just a little tickle. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.